What's your thoughts? Is Harden getting a pass?
He ain't getting a pass from me. I mean, this is his team. He's a great player, an MVP-level player. It's a winnable series. He has a team well-constructed for him. Reputations are forged in pivotal playoff games. I don't want to hear that you're tired. You may be tired. You got to get it done anyway. That's what the greats do. And Harden's got to get it done. And by the way, if he is getting a pass from some people, I don't know that it's a pass exactly. Maybe it's more like, let's wait and see, because you have a Game 6 and a Game 7. And if he shows up big time, then he will get the credit he deserves, certainly from me. And if he shows up small, he will be criticized just the same way. No pass from me.
I think what Max is missing is, he's confusing that with choking. Fatigue does matter, but you also have to understand that you could be pacing yourself because you know you have games. If this were a Game 7, Max would have a point because there is no tomorrow. But there is Game 6 and the possibility of a Game 7. And it is entirely plausible that when you play 43 minutes and you have the ball in your hand every possession and you get no kind of break whatsoever from your coach, that fatigue can settle in. I don't consider fatigue and exhaustion choking. And I just think it's one of those situations where, again, I would sort of side with you, Max, significantly more if we were talking about a Game 7, because there is no tomorrow. But because there's a Game 6 in Houston, I don't have a problem with it. It's perfectly understandable. He's culpable, but not entirely. This is on D'Antoni to some degree as well.
You know, LeBron James must have been very tired when he was averaging 42 minutes a game in the finals, right? He must have been exhausted, but that wasn't an excuse. He had to get it done,
That's an ignorant comparison.
Why is that?
LeBron James is one of the greatest physical specimens we have ever seen, condition-wise and beyond.
Sure.
Nobody is in better
here.
shape than LeBron, maybe with the exception of Russell Westbrook. They can't even compete with LeBron James conditioning-wise.
The point is,
everyone knows that.
The point is, James Harden is not being compared to all-stars. James Harden is in the MVP conversation. He's trying to be the best player in the world. He's trying to be one of the greats of all time. These are the moments of truth.
So because he's not LeBron James, he's guilty?
Well, LeBron James is one example. There are other greats also who played lots of playoff minutes.
We saw Russell Westbrook get tired in the first round. We saw Russell Westbrook get tired in a couple of games in the first round.
And that will count against
him.
No, it won't. Sure it will. Although Westbrook's team is not constructed as well around him as Harden's is around him.
No, it won't.
And Harden is going up against a team last night that didn't have Kawhi Leonard. And if I told you before the game started, Stephen A., okay, Kawhi's not going to play late in the fourth or at all in overtime, would you expect James Harden to ball out? Yes or no? That's all you know is about Kawhi. Yes or no?
What does Kawhi Leonard's absence have to do with your legs being shot because you're tired?
Because you have to work harder against a better defender. And you have to work on the defensive end against a better offensive player. Because Danny Green and Jonathan Simmons aren't Kawhi Leonard. And because with the chips on the line in a pivotal game, no one's trying to hear that you're tired.